Austin, I know you're super excited to talk about proving triangles again today, so here we go. We're going to prove triangles are congruent. This page, please don't write down, okay? Don't write this down. Same thing as yesterday. It came up yesterday, or the last time you watched the video, we talked about side, 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 and side, angle, side. Today, we're going to talk about angle, side, angle, and angle, angle, side. All right, write this slide down, please. Angle, side, angle, postulate. ASA. If two angles and the included, remember that's an important word for us, included side of one triangle are congruent to two angles and the included side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. All right, let's get this down. All right, this down too. Here's our example. Everything in yellow needs to be written down. So we have two triangles that are congruent because angle A and angle D are congruent. And segment AB is congruent to segment DE, and that's the included side. And angle B is congruent to angle A. So make sure we get this one down, all right? Moving on, included side. Only thing on this slide that you have to write down is included side. It is the side between two angles. So if we look at example number 1, the side that's between these two angles is going to be segment GI or IG. Example number 2, this side between the two angles is going to be HI. Hi. And the example number 3, the segment that's included is between G and H, so it's going to be segment GH. All right, moving on. Make sure you push pause whenever you need to, okay, sir? Here we go. Angle, angle, side theorem. We need to write this down, please. If two angles in the non-included, okay, if we think about that, non-included means what? Not in between. Okay. Side of one triangle are congruent to two angles and the non-included side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. All right, here we go. So get this all down too, please. This is our example. So we have angle A is congruent to angle D, angle B is congruent to angle E, and then segment BC is congruent to segment EF. Now this is non-included. That's really important. It's not in between my two angles. All right, moving on. Make sure you push pause, sir, if you need to. Now, this is very important. Warning, warning, warning. There are no bad words in math. So there is no ASS postulate. Not going to happen. We can't use it. So all I want you to write for this one is there's no ASS postulate. We can't have it. We can't have bad words. So there's no such thing as the ASS postulate. You can't have angle, side, side. We can't do it. The angle has to be in between the two sides for it to work, okay? Now, another one, big warning, we do not have AAA. There is no AAA postulate, okay? There's no such thing as AA postulate. So if they tell us that all of our angles are congruent like here, that doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that our two triangles are congruent. So that's really important to remember. There's no ASS and there's no AAA. Okay? No AAA and no bad words. All right. We're just going to go through these examples together. Please don't write down the slide. I'm just going to go over them, okay? So, example number 1. If we look at this, we have side, angle, side. So, it's going to be side, angle, side. On number 2, if we go around, we have angle, and then we have a side, and then we have an angle on both of them. So this one's going to be angle, side, angle. Now, if we look at this one, we have an angle, a side, and a side. Well, that is not a good word, so we have not have that. This is not congruent. Number 3 is not going to be congruent. And then number 4, if we look at this one, we have side, side, side for both of them. So our shortcut we're going to use is SSS. All right, moving on. Number 1 on this page. Don't write these again down us. I'm just going to go through them, okay? So you don't have to write any of these down unless you want to. So on this first one, we have angle, angle, angle. But what do we know? There's no AAA, so this is not congruent. We cannot have that. If we look at this one right here, sorry, we got a bell. We have angle, side, angle. So that's what this one is. Angle, side, angle. This one, we have a side, an angle, and then a side. So we're going to say side, angle, side. All right, number 4, if we look at this one, it's this triangle and this triangle that we're working with. Now I have angle, side, side. Can I have this? No, 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 no bad words. So this is off of our list. All right. Oh, okay, this is really important. You're going to have the last few on your assignment that look just like this. You have to identify the additional information needed to enable us to apply the congruent postulate. So, if I was asked you to solve for ASA, that means it has to be angle, side. So that means we have to say what angle B is congruent to angle D in order to make that true. Then if I said solve for side, angle, side, well, we have a side, an angle, so I would need another side. So we'd have to say segment AC is congruent to segment FE. And last one, if I say angle, angle, side, that means I need 2 angles in a row, okay, in a row. So I would need this angle to be congruent to this angle. So angle A is congruent to angle F. All right, that's all I have for you today, Addison. I hope you're having a great day. Enjoy.